Huntress Wizard have now. Not certainty, but something better. Peace. And after all the chaos, that's enough. Love in this story isn't loud. It doesn't demand declarations or finality. It moves like the forest, slow, patient, and alive with quiet meaning. And there's a lot of symbolism involved. Starting with the forest. Huntress Wizard lives in the wild, not in castles or kingdoms, but in a place where things grow slowly, where things are untamed, where silence isn't awkward, it's sacred. And that's where Finn ends up, not just physically, but emotionally. He's not igniting fires anymore like he did with Flame Princess. He's learning to sit among the trees, to feel things bloom over time, to understand that real connection isn't sparked, it's grown. That's why their moments matter. Not because they're dramatic, but because they're still. Then there's the mask, which HW never removes. She keeps it on, even in moments of closeness. And yet, Finn never asks to see her face. That might have bothered him once, but now? He knows that not everything has to be unveiled to be understood. Sometimes love is letting someone keep their mask, and loving them anyway. Because what matters isn't the face, it's the presence, the choice to show up at all. And finally, there's symbolism in the hunt. Finn used to chase love. With Flame Princess, he ran after it, desperate to possess, to prove, to win. But with Huntress Wizard, he does something harder. He waits. Because this isn't a chase, it's a hunt. And he's not the hunter, she is. The rules are different now, and he's okay with that. Because love, real love, isn't about the prize at the end, it's about the journey you take to meet someone where they are. And then, staying there, even if only for a while. So, what does it teach? That love isn't always about knowing someone fully. Sometimes it's about accepting the pieces they choose to share with you. It's about growing like trees, side by side, not tangled, not demanding. It's about giving someone the freedom to disappear into the woods and the peace of knowing they might come back. This wasn't a love story in the traditional sense. It was a lesson that emotional maturity isn't how loudly you love, it's how quietly you let someone be and how you have to become someone you love yourself for others to love you the same. If you enjoyed this look into the heart of a boy who's grown wiser with every heartbreak, you'll love our latest video on Darwin from the Amazing World of Gumball, the episode where he becomes family and what it teaches. Because sometimes the strongest bonds aren't chosen, they're earned. Click here to watch that next.
This is a meal. The bagel stacked with ingredients so good, it's now your personality meal.
So we're bagel boys now?
For $7.99, we are.
Asiago bagel stacks are back at a price you'll love. It just feels good at Panera.
A man who works hard, sweats hard.
Old Spice swagger fights sweat. So Coach thought I was slacking.
You see this? Pit sweat.
So I trained constantly. Took my Old Spice swagger and got a drill named after me. The Dripless Dribble.
Ultra Kill has been in development for around 6.5 years now. That's a pretty long time. In fact, it's still not even finished. But it didn't start out like this. This is what it looked like all the way back in the beginning. Oh look, there's a person. What's your name? That's an odd name. Oh look, they fall over now. That's pretty cool. Akita's also finally bothered to make the first enemy arena, but it's kind of boring to have a gun with only one firing mode. I mean, it's kind of boring to have a gun with only two firing modes. It's kind of boring to have a gun with only... There's a new enemy type now, a giant floating eyeball that shoots projectiles at the player. Except he looks kind of goofy, so let's give him a makeover. Much better. Do the same for the little guys too. Oh, also, you can die now? And Akita finally added a way to get past the first room after a whole month of development. Except there's no way to get past this point because there's a giant glass pane blocking the way. Oh, I guess you just have to shoot it. Wait, we can use these glass panes to prank our little red friends. Akita also finally added a tutorial for idiots like me who don't know how to press left click. The first level in the game is slowly starting to look closer and closer to what it does now, which is pretty cool. Akita has also added a third enemy type that throws projectiles. This enemy will become the Stray later on. By the way, Akita's finished the first level in the game, giving the whole place a nice little makeover in the process. He also finally gave me hands. I can use those hands to slap the enemy's big red balls right back at them. This is where Akita turned the game into Devil May Quake, finally adding style points into the game. He also added a way to leave the level, because before, I was trapped in here for an eternity, listening to the same wailing tune for hours on end. And only an S rank, Akita got to really step up his game. Well, he did, actually. He made the first level look even fancier than before. Akita finally changed the music. Oh my god, I was getting sick and tired of that same There's a second level? Oh boy, this is surely gonna be good. Look at those traps that could kill you in an instant. Also, where the hell was this funky little spiral staircase in the final game? Anyway, you can slide all over the place now, and also do a Mario by stomping on the little guys. Oh, also, there's a black hole cannon now that literally just destroys an entire room of enemies in like 2 seconds. Akita, I think this might be a little bit overpowered. I agree, let's turn it into a shotgun. And so he did, making literally one of the best shotguns in any video game ever. Third level time, and look, there's a new enemy type that spams projectiles at the player. But I can just blow him up with my shotgun's new alt file. Wait a second, that's Swords Machine's room. Akita's finally gonna add him into the game. Wait, why is he red? Oh, much better. Except he doesn't have a face. And we'll get back to that later. Akita's added the fourth level, and it's kinda just the same as the other levels, but not as interesting. But Akita got his first P rank. He's starting to get good at his own game. Also, he finally fixed the tutorial. It was way too complex before. My stupid little brain could only figure out how to punch in the new tutorial. Also, remember when I was talking about big red balls before? Now this is the biggest, reddest ball of them all. They're basically secret orbs that are scattered throughout the levels to find for extra fun. Ooh, look at that. We don't have the goofy logo anymore. We get the new sharp and clean version. It looks much better, I must say. Also, am I the only one who forgot the shotgun used to have this reload animation? Also, you all thought Akita added infighting when violence came out. But no, it was here the whole time. Swords Machine was the first one to learn how to infight. Also, the second level looks normal now. No more funky little spiral staircase. Oh, look at the level select screen. That looks pretty clean, not gonna lie. Also, you know how the green revolver was literally just the sharpshooter before now? That's changed. The marksman is finally here. I can shoot coins and do crazy tricks. Yes! And also, there's the nail gun. We don't talk about the nail gun. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. This version of the nail gun felt so much juicier than the new one. Yeah, grab your torches and your pitchforks, because you don't scare me. Oh. Oh no. Akita. You don't have to do this. Get me out of here. There's something in here, and it's going to kill me. There's a new shotgun variation. It's pretty cool. By the way, the demo has released on itch.io, and people absolutely love it. Wait, what? Why are we in 1-1? We just skipped 0-5 completely. What? I guess Akita was saving 0-5's reveal for the actual demo. He can't spoil the entire game here. Look, he created the little purple ADHD bots. They're like little purple flies that won't leave you alone. Also, Akita is slowly starting to show us less and less of the game in his videos, presumably to keep parts of the game as a surprise. The only thing that he shows of 1-2 are the street cleaners, and they are looking just as annoying as they are in the final game. Wait, but Akita literally just revealed the entirety of 1-3. I take back what I said earlier. Akita's made his first trailer for the game, and it's coming to early access on itch.io and Steam in 2020. Also, look at this hideous creature. The boss of 1-3 looks quite interesting. I think Akita's starting to get a lot more creative with this game. He's also definitely getting a little bit more goofy. Of course, he added one extra enemy to get the enemy count from 68 to 69 in 2-1. Now you know it was intentional. Also, speaking of Akita, you better subscribe to this channel right now. I'm trying to beat him in subscribers. We're pretty far off. But if you subscribe, you're gonna get me even closer to beating him. So, yeah, do that, please. That would be very cool. Also, we just skipped over 1-4. This is where the robot sex meme came from. Why are the only negative reviews on Ultra Kill saying there's no robot sex? Anyway, the cyber grind exists now, the endless enemy killing mode, and for some reason, Akita is playing it on Discord Lite mode because Jesus Christ, please add a dark mode. New weapon! Hakita has added a goddamn rail cannon into the game. And he's finally showing off that nail gun mechanic that he skipped over when he first showed it to us. Pretty cool. Alright, so 4 things. 1. Hakita added one of the coolest enemies into the game. 2. It's a woman. Bad idea. 3. He also made a secret mission containing this character. Another bad idea. And 4. Hakita finally made the filth look normal. Anyway, Hakita proceeds to be an absolute chad and make the marksman revolver have literally an infinite number of interactions with everything else in the game. I don't know how he does it, man. Hakita really is just a goofy little guy. Bro added the ability to customize the cyber grind and decided to showcase it with Minecraft textures. Also, look who it is. Hakita's a man of culture, it seems. The entirety of Act 1 was released and it was received very positively. People absolutely love Gabriel. A little bit too much. And everyone's loving where this game is heading. Oh, also, big spooky P door. You gotta P rank the entirety of Act 1 and you'll get to fight the hardest boss in the entire game. At the time. Skipping straight to layer 4, Hakita decided to add dual wielding into the game. And what a good idea that was. Going back to the cyber grind, it looks like Hakita's added the ability to edit the layout completely. I think there's nothing this guy can do wrong. Oh no, get rid of it, get rid of it. Please just get rid of it. I actually hate it. If you played Ultra Kill, you can understand my pain. Oh, speaking of pain, Hakita's also added the whiplash into the game. Oh, and also this